Hello, I'm Merdad, and today we're gonna talk about environment variables in Multimeter. From previous demo, we had this API, simple API that is basically testing, is a test for an echo endpoint. So we have type API URL, which is one of the URLs that's, if I send it here, you can see that it just send whatever we get back. Here we have method post format JSON because we're going to format the body that we have here as JSON. So why we should have environment variables? Usually because you have something like common data among all your APIs that you want to share between them, or you just want to change them all across your test immediately without going and modifying all those files. One of the good targets for this purpose is URL. So I'm gonna change this URL to an environment variable. For that purpose, I'm gonna copy this part, come here and click this plus button, name it URL, and paste it here. So if I click add, after I get back here, by typing E and then colon, you can see that URL is one of the environment variables that I have. And if I choose it, you can see that here the URL is resolved to the value that we have here. So basically this is it, but we had a /echo, and for having postfix and prefixes, just not to face conflict, you need to add these signs as a prefix and postfix, and you can use echo for as the endpoint that you are going to call. And if I send this request, you can see that I still have the same result that I got before. Here is something that is common between like Multimeter and other test tools, but we have some other options here. And that is like you can also keep these data as files. So all the benefits that you have for APIs that you can have them in Git, share them among developers and things like that, you have them here as well for environment variables. So I create a new file, I name it multimeter.mmt. The reason that I name it Multimeter is something else that I'll explain later, but you can name it anything for now. So multimeter.mmt, and here from the select box, I choose environment as a type. So let's do this one from here. So from the UI section, we have variables, and also we have presets that is basically designed for changing a couple of variables at the same time. You also have edit environment on the UI section. I'll come here, and as you can see that here I have a button to create a variable. Why I'm going to doing this instead of just adding variable here? I already told you one of the benefits, but the other benefit is that you can choose multiple values for a key for a specific environment variable. For example, you can have URL as a label, you can have test or production, and you can have different values. And here by clicking on this select, you can switch between them immediately. So I'll add something here like URL again. You can choose it to be a list or type. List, of course, they don't have a key, but again, you can choose among them. But for this one, I create an object. And here I'm gonna have two URLs, one for test, environment. Let's have it as the same, test mmt.dev, and one for production and let it be like production test. I don't have such a server for testing purpose, but yeah, we're going to test something else now. So yeah, basically this is it. You can see that I know by changing the UI part, I already have this beautiful YAML created here. I'm going to getting out of the edit environment and use it. You can see that I have the URL, I have two elements for this, and the current value of the URL is test.mmt.dev, and the value corresponding to this element will be shown here. And you already see that by clicking test or production, doesn't matter if it happened here or here, I will have different values for test. Sometimes you need to click this reload button to reload all your environment variables in this file into VS Code environment panel. So this can happen also by clicking clear. You can remove them, and by reload, yeah, as I said, you can set them again. So getting back to API, you can see that now by choosing test, the value of URL is resolved to test. And if I change it to production, here I have production / echo. Yeah, basically this is it. Let's go to this section, see, okay, you have multimeter file. I'm gonna commit this, add n variable for API URL. Okay, commit. And this is it. Thanks for watching this.